Scott, thank you for joining us. A point gained here at the Broadfield Stadium. How would you assess that match?
I think we've done everything possible to try and win a game of football tonight. I think we played really well. I think that we played against a very strong defensive unit, which is really difficult to break down. But we tried everything. We tried putting the ball wide. I thought the two wide lads in Addy and Harry Forster were outstanding today. I thought they caused a lot of problems down the flanks. We tried to make runs in behind from central areas, and we tried shots from distance. We tried obviously with set pieces where the fans get so disgruntled when we play it short, but we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. We know where the spaces are, and we know by playing it short. The fans want us to sling the ball in the box straight away from the corner. So do Barrow, by the way. That's exactly what Barrow want us to do. We created chances from playing short and then getting shots away, or getting crosses in. I thought we did everything possible to win a game of football. We had some good chances towards the end there. Lola said a header, which probably actually headed it too well in the end. There's some other bits and pieces, and I thought that we did everything possible. I thought the players were outstanding tonight.
Yeah, obviously Crawley made a series of good saves in the second half, but especially in the first half we seemed to limit Barrow to actually very few chances. It always makes it, I suppose, more difficult when then you go 1-0 down, when a team is so happy to sort of sit back and, as you say, are hard to break down. So did that sort of disturb the game plan in any sense, that you then had to chase more? No,
we knew that they'd do that from the off, which they did. Straight from the off they did that. They kind of sit in and bank in, and they play a back five and a three across midfield and front two, and they narrow the pitch off and just try and make it really hard for you to play around their shape. First half I felt that we played around their shape, but kind of didn't play through it as well as I'd have wanted. We talked about a few things at half time about playing around the shape but then coming inside the pitch. And making runs off the back of them. So we spoke about a few actions where we felt we could get in, and I felt we did it better in the second half. Excuse me. So, listen, my players did everything possible to win that game today. We come across a really good, strong defensive unit today, and I know we scored a goal or a penalty, but it was difficult. It was difficult to break them down, and we tried everything possible. I thought their keeper was probably their best player.
Yeah, it's always hard when you go into the break 1-0 down. What was the message you gave to the lads at half time? Because it did seem that they came out sort of, probably out the races and were, giving it a right go. Is there any specific message that you gave to them at half time?
I didn't talk about too much defensively, because I thought it was okay. I thought the goal, our shape looked a bit wrong. We didn't. The right hand side centre half carried the ball up the pitch too far for me, and I think we could have jumped. We were a little bit out of sorts with that shape. So defensively, didn't speak about anything, but we spoke about how we're going to get through their shape, and we spoke about three actions where I think we could hurt them, like I say, I think we did that better in the second half. But yeah, we had all the ball. I would imagine our XG will be higher than theirs. Like I say, I think their keeper had a blinder. I thought he made some really good saves. It was a really good save in the first half from Lolas. Lolas gets in behind them, and God knows how he makes that save, but he does. He makes himself really big, and I thought he was their best player tonight.
Yeah, ultimately it is a point in the right direction. It's a point that keeps us in those places with two massive games to go. So I suppose the message to the players would be, we've got two massive games ahead of us, and keep the faith, because again, it's still in our hands.
Everything's positive in that room, in that dressing room now, because I'm really pleased with the way we played tonight. I think that we showed a real character to try and win a game of football against a good side. Like I say, there was some really outstanding performances tonight. I thought Addy was brilliant, obviously tired towards the end. He'd run out of steam. Excuse me. And Harry Forster, I thought was outstanding as well. And all the time he's on the pitch that something can happen. We put Adam on the pitch because he's obviously got goals in him. We put Rolls on the pitch because he can create stuff in the final third, and we obviously needed that goal. So we brought Jay off. I've got to be honest with you, I'm really disappointed with the booking of Jay. The fourth official gets him booked, and I just don't understand it. Jeremy makes the foul, and he books Jay. Now Jay's missing for the next two games. like incredible.
Yeah, the positive message obviously needs to be echoed to the fans. We've got these 2 big games ahead of us. One of those away at Sutton. It's one of those sort of local derby ones. We've already sold well in advance of 850 tickets, looking to tick over to 1,000. You know, as you said at the start of the interview, fans can easily get disgruntled, but we sort of need to put everything beside us now, don't we? And just, you know, really get the lads sort of, you know, rocking away at Sutton for these next 2 games.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a local derby. Second, with 2 games to go, you know, and we're in the playoffs, and they need their points to stay up. It's a massive game for both clubs, right? So we're going to embrace that and enjoy it. Play anything like that will be all right.
Scott,
thank you.
Yeah, you had some quite strong words after the Colchester defeat on Saturday for your players. You must have been really pleased with the way they've reacted, especially with the defence. Yeah,
no, listen, the strong words were... I actually didn't have strong words for the players. I just felt that we became a little bit sloppy and unprofessional in moments. I actually think we played quite well against Colchester, you know. I just felt that we've got to remain focused, and when, you know, whilst these games are really important, it's even more so reason to have full focus, and I felt that we dropped our focus a little bit in a couple of moments in that game. Excuse me. But tonight I've got no complaints. I've got no complaints at all. I thought we were very good. I thought we did everything we could to win this game of football tonight, apart from put the ball over the line the second time, you know. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the performance. Of course, we wanted 3 points tonight. It was really important we got 3 points tonight, but we haven't, and there's nothing we can do about it now because it's gone. All we can do is keep encouraging the players to play that way, and I think if we play that way in the next 2 games, I think we'll be fine.
I don't want to get you in any kind of trouble, but going back to the Jay Williams thing, how frustrating is that for you?
It's just a joke. I just don't. I don't understand why Jeremy makes the foul, and the referee's not blown the whistle for a foul. Jay comes in and wins the tackle, and then he blows for a foul. But it's Jeremy that's made the foul. Why are we booking Jay?
Yeah.
And the 4th official's standing right there. It's beggars belief. And we're dealing with these situations every week, every Saturday, every Tuesday, every game. There's a situation with a referee or an official every week, and it's probably the importance of this game is massive, right? For both clubs. Yeah, he's made a decision that's now going to affect me moving forward in the next 2 games, and it's the wrong decision. Yeah, I can't go in there, or I can go in there and moan about it, but nothing will get done.
No.
And that's the big thing for me. He's booked the wrong person.
Yeah.
It's clear, so clear.
And like you say, the repercussions for you personally.
The repercussions is he misses 2 games now. The biggest 2 games of this football club's history. He misses, and he's probably been arguably my best player. He's a rock in the middle of the park, and he's done so well for me. Yet he can't play in these next 2 games now because the decision's wrong.
Yeah.
It should be looked at. It's not fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Now looking at Sutton, I know they're all huge games now, but now you've, like you say, these decisions from the referee made you think about probably you have to change your plans for that game now.
Yeah, I've not thought about that yet. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go home tonight and I'll watch our game back in the morning, and in the afternoon I'll watch loads of Sutton, and come Thursday I'll be prepared and ready to go and know exactly what I'm doing, you know. But yeah, I mean, obviously the game's just finished, so I've not really looked at Sutton yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Ooh, Andy.
Just quickly on Jay, Scott, I mean, there's nothing really you can say to him, is there? This is the thing. I mean, what can you say to him to make him feel any better after that?
Well,
how's he taking?
Well, I spoke to him yesterday. I felt that he's played with the handbrake on over the last 2 games, actually. And I've said to him, look, don't play with the handbrake on. This is such an important game, and I want you to play like you play. And you know, I don't want you to get bookmined, you know, but play like you play. I thought he was unfortunate. I think he's really, really unfortunate. I think he's unlucky. I think the referees target him, and I think that was a prime example of that. I really do.
It's not much you can say, is it, really?
No, it's unfair on the kid. It's his first year playing like proper, like professional football. I know he's at Northampton before, but this is his first year as a season pro, you know, and he's come out of non-league. He's done absolutely outstanding for me, and then he gets punished for something that he hasn't done. It's beggars belief. I'm really, really angry about it. You know, and there's nothing we can do.
Many thanks.
Thank you.